Hey Aquarius. Okay, hopefully you can hear me well. Some people are complaining about not hearing me so well. But let's see what's going on for you guys. Third week of July. What is the situation for my Aquarius, please? What's going on with my little aqua babies? What you guys up to? I'm getting lone wolf vibes from you guys is what's happening. And, you know, once upon a time you were so not like that, but I'm getting that now. Let me see. Ooh, do we have a brand new job or a brand new passionate new beginning? Oh, you went somewhere to the past, someone from your past, or you went back to the past? There was something that you used to deal with or something that you used to do or be with or whatever. And it's like, I don't know if this is like a do-over, but you're starting over from scratch kind of jam. But I don't know if I like the Six of Swords in reverse. This is talking about, you know, something from your past that was a little turbulent, hard, difficult. You're going back. You're going back to that. And the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. So I don't know if you're doing a redo here with somebody or something. We'll see. You're like, it'll be different this time. Hopefully it will be. Let's see. What's coming towards Aquarius? Maybe you went back to an old offer or something like that. You're going, that's the common theme though. A new passionate beginning. So that's either a brand new job, a brand new project, or a passionate new beginning in like an affair or love or whatever. But someone or something from your past is connected to it. What's coming in towards Aquarius? Well, here now it's getting even more interesting. I don't even know what the hell's going on with you guys. Have to share. This is so curious to me. But when I clarify, we'll see. You have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands talks about you are at a portal. You are at this point in your life where you're about to move forward. Whatever this is, this Two of Wands, it just tells me it's the new thing. It's you moving on from your past. It's you leaving everything behind and going on and saying, you know what? There's other shit out there. There's other jobs out there. There's other relationships out there. There's other people out there. I'm going to go do the new thing. But the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck tells me something about unrequited love, maybe runner-chaser dynamic, or just something that bores you or you don't care for. We'll see when we clarify. And you could be taking this action, this Two of Wands, moving forward, because it's like you're saying to yourself, I'm over it. Really, truly, I'm over it. And it takes a lot for an Aquarius to get to that point. And when they do, there's no point. It's like the point of no return. What is it Aquarius doesn't see coming their way, please? These cards really want to come out inverted for you. That is the Strength card in reverse. Ooh. The Fool upright, and these are two major arcanas. I kind of get it, Aquarius. It's like you're no longer resisting something. You're no longer fighting it. You're just kind of like saying to yourself, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just going to move on with my life. I'm just going to, you know, I just don't anymore. I'm done. So I'm just going to move on with my life, be me, do me. And you know what? Take a leap of faith, take a risk, have nothing lined up, you know, leave this person behind. Whether they chase me or not, I don't care. This job is so toxic, I gotta leave, I don't care. Just can't fight it anymore, right? It's one of those things. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about being the wounded warrior. You're exhausted, you're tired, you're over it. You're also somebody, if this is in love, you've been wounded so many times, you're like, I just can't anymore. I really just can't. So I can't wait to clarify this and see what's going on. The thing that's throwing me off is the beginning, is your situation right now. But it's kind of like showing me what your patterns are going forward. What's the advice here for Aquarius, please? I'm kind of like that one energy I'm getting off of you guys is just like you being tired, just being over it all. Um, Five of Cups. Ooh, Four of Wands. I like that. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh. All right, let's talk advice. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is the woulda, coulda, shoulda card. I should have said this. I should have said that. I could have done this. I could have done that. But I'm pining over my spilled milk, not realizing I still got 2 more gallons in the fridge to have cereal. So I don't know what the fuck you're crying about. No, I'm being an ass. But seriously, it's actually asking you in regards to your emotions. There's no time or place right now for the guilt, for the regrets, for the loss. You're a human being. Things happen, shit happens, mistakes happen, decisions are made, and things are done to you as well. So it's not just you doing it, it could have been done to you. There's no place for that right now because it's only going to get you stuck. And it's also blinding you from what you have as available abundance for you and to you, Aquarius. So it's saying, look, you maybe your circle's getting smaller. Maybe your job isn't offering or is as exciting to you anymore. Maybe this relationship isn't what it was cracked up to be. And you did some shit. Whatever it is, it's fine because this is what we call the journey of life anyway. They're saying, listen, don't worry about that stuff. You've got other things you can work with. Just keep going. And before, when I was like, I like this. The Four of Wands, you have some structure that's coming in. You have some kind of upgrade that's coming in. So I'm not going to sit here and worry for you too much because not such so bad shit is coming in. Some pretty good shit's coming in for you. So in a weird way, it's like you're on this journey, right? You're on this path, you're on this road in regards to a love ship or work ship or whatever ship you're on. But, there's debris and crap in the way. The debris and the crap is kind of like slowly moving away if you see it for what it is. Now, let's see what the outcome of the week is. Please advise the outcome of the week. Oh my God. I swear, I love when the cards come out after I just got done giving you a speech about it. The Five of Wands. Here's the debris. This is the crap. It's all in your way. The obstacles, the blocks, the issues, the fighting, the competition. All these energies apply in whatever sector of your life this is, but that's what's happening to you at the end of week. So you have 2 5s, along with the 6 in reverse. So let me put this in perspective where you can understand tarot as well. Besides the element cards, besides the symbolism on the card, you also have the number of the card. Now, 5s, which is like we go from ace to 10, is the difficulties of our life. The 5s are smack dab in the middle. See, from ace to 5, we build, we grow, we plan. The 5s, we hit the challenges, we hit the blocks, we hit the obstacles, we hit the issues. And depending on the element, I know what kind of vibe it is. Now, once we get past the 5, we enter the 6. It's onward, upward from there. But you have the 6 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords is mental. It's you reversing course, going back. Nothing is ever good back there. And then it's like you try to course correct yourself over here with the 2 of Wands, which you're doing well. And then at some point you're like, fuck it, I give up. I'm not fighting this shit no more. I'm just going on. But then you feel bad about it. And they're saying, don't. Yes, you have some, roadblocks, obstacles, issues, debris is in your way. Because you're tired, you're exhausted, you're the wounded warrior. But don't give up. This is not the time for you to give up. Boundaries, sure. But make sure it's a boundary that's clear. Like, this is the line. Make sure your boundary doesn't turn into a wall. Nothing gets through a wall. Nothing. Not even good stuff. So, let's start clarifying here what's going on for you guys. I don't know if any of you guys watch TikTok, but I started doing that. So, like, those are short videos. So, my shorts are basically on TikTok, if interested. All right, now. Also, I finally started doing private readings, at least for the next 2 months, and then we will see when we go from there as I'm able to be a little bit more consistent here. Now, what is the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords in reverse? Me like this. Me like this a lot. You have a fresh new start in love from what I'm looking at, right? With somebody who's emotionally mature and available. They could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person rushes in to communicate. So thus you start this passionate new beginning, because at the end of the day, you are also an air sign. So you have a, modus operandi of how you do stuff. But you go back. So I'm wondering what that Six of Swords is in reverse. I really hope it's not a repeated pattern. All right, guys? Actually, tell me, what's the Six of Swords in reverse? Oh, are we having a reconciliation? Are we doing some shit like that? Or a reunion with someone? What's the Two of Wands, please? But then you go from that to this. What's the Two of Wands, please? I think you try to temper yourself. I think you try to say, hold up, patience here. Let me see what's going on. I think you feel as if this is becoming a burden. It's a lot. You might have gotten bored and stagnated and you said, okay, I'm ready for the next level. Does this have life in it to go to the next level? You're looking for stability. You want to love and be loved. So now you're like, am I getting that here? I don't know if I am. So now you start looking out into your future. You start saying maybe the grass is greener on the other side. This is just burdening me. So it ends as quickly as it possibly begins, or you just continue with the new thing while mentally you're disengaging from something else that you've invested a long period of time with. Now, what is the Strength in reverse? The Fool. I think you have love here for someone else or something else. And you're like, fuck it. I'd rather just go towards that thing that I love and be single, or go towards that thing that I love for work and not have something lined up, than just stay stuck and be hurting and dealing with this. And I see you with this person that's a lot like you. I see an air sign at the bottom of the deck, somebody's vibe and energy that is like your own. It's interesting. I'm getting similar cards here. Two of Swords, torn, making a decision. The Fool, taking a leap of faith and a risk. Judgment, trying to make a decision. You stalk, then you get information. You communicate. All right. You're going through something right now, Aquarius, that looks like to me from the bottom of the deck and what's on the table right now, a little bit of a yo-yo pattern. And I suspect it's because we have Saturn going retrograde through Aries and then through Pisces. When it goes through Aries, it's talking about taking action on discipline. But then when it goes through Pisces, it's talking about like a little bit of fantasy land, a little bit of like La La Land, delusional. And you are the opposite of that. You are very rational. You're very balanced. You're fair. You're honest. You're all these things. But when it goes there, you can't help yourself but feel a certain kind of way, right? Now, why am I telling you this? Because I'm seeing Leo energy here. I'm seeing Aries energy here. Coupled with the influences of these planets and these cards here, I do see that you're emotionally mature. I do see that you're emotionally available. And this is all the wateriness of Pisces, right? But then here we are with Aries. You're taking that risk as an Aries would, right? And Saturn, which is a disciplinary planet, I know sometimes we want to punch it in the face, but it is what it is. You're letting go. You're like, I'm going to chase my heart. And this person might have a lot to do with it. Now, we have a couple planets going retrograde. That's why we're going through these yo-yo effects. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Eventually they're going to go direct, and so will you. But the reason of the influences of these planets going in retrograde, it's because it wants you to think about and reflect on those changes that you were already applying to your life as you were starting to move forward. So it takes you backwards for a hot second, saying, are you sure you want the past again? Are you sure you want what's back here? Or are you ready to move forward? And you guys typically are very revolutionary type of a star sign. You guys evolve very quickly. So it's interesting when the universe tests you. So they're saying, listen, this is not a place that you normally reside in. Feelings, emotions, guilt, regrets, and things like that. So they're saying, don't, because you might get stuck here. But trust and believe you have other things you can work with, Aquarius. What is the Five of Cups? Sorry, I do a lot of blah, blah, but this is also an enlightenment channel. It's not just tarot. I just would like to put out there, sometimes I hope these cards help you guys because it's a tool. It's meant to be used as a tool to help and guide. Now, with that said, here's the is it the 5 or the 7? Oh, God, I liked my face better without the glasses on. It's the 5 of Wands again, like the 5 of Wands over here. All right. And another 5. And then the 3 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So a lot of you might be rejecting this reconciliation or this reunion or whatever this is, or there's a lack of good news. These are the clarifiers to your 5 of Cups. There are blocks and obstacles. There are challenges. Something you did end something. You're like, you know what? On second thought, I was about to initiate it, but maybe no. Maybe not. Maybe it died for a reason. This is what I mean about you guys being, very evolutionary. You evolve and you evolve quickly. I think you are one of those signs that can say to yourself, you know what? That mirror broke. But now I'm gluing this back together. I'm only cutting myself. Why am I cutting myself? I don't need to cut myself. And they're saying, remind yourself of that as your advice. Now, what is the 5 of Wands, please? Please comment. I read everyone's comments because I like growing a community. Plus, you never know who's going through what you're going through, and you make somebody else out there feel like they're not alone. Now, with that said, 2 of Swords is again at the bottom of the deck. You have, I believe that's Strength, isn't it? Yeah, the Leo energy. You're trying to hold back and you resist. I don't know if you're resisting fighting with somebody or arguing with somebody or dealing with this. I know sometimes, Aquarius, your jam is to not deal with it. You say to yourself, you know what, it'll probably take care of itself. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm here to tell you what you're doing. You're basically resisting something. You're resisting these changes, this fighting, the debris. You're just leaving it there and it's floating in front of your boat, your ship, your love ship, your boat ship, your friendship, your work ship. It's just floating there. And you're like, it'll eventually go away. Oh my God, I love you guys. You're so funny. Because you're torn. You don't know what to do. I get it. But these are just the energies of the week. And a lot of it's being influenced, or a reflection actually, of you in your cohort of these planets. Now, what's going on here with Aquarius, please? Worth waiting for. They're like, yeah, trust us. You on the right path. You on the right course, Aquarius. But trust us that this is worth waiting for. Now, I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit. I haven't used this on anybody. You'll be the first. If you could stick with me, I do have to read from the deck. Let's see what kind of spirit. And these oracle cards I love because sometimes I just feel like they're great advice. And they also make you feel not crazy as far as your path is concerned. Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Too many? I just need one. Thank you. You're the one. You are the one. Let's see what you got. Nightingale spirit. Ooh, what a pretty little bird. Love is all around. Now let's see what Nightingale spirit is. All right. Here we go. Oracle message. In the darkness of night. Let's get closer. Nightingale spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn, to remind you that the sun will rise again soon. You are so loved, and the illuminating song of Nightingale Spirit calls to your new level of self-awareness and connection with the light. Yes, there is a shadow and darkness, but love and prosperity exists everywhere, even in the seeming emptiness of space, darkness and starless nights. Hearken to the message, letting the music of the Nightingale song remind you that love is all around. Feel it, trust in its tomorrow's light, renewing your ability to recognize that the spaces that appear empty are filled with love and abundance. All right, so the message here, the darker the skies, the more it seems the dawn will never appear. But Nightingale Spirit is here to remind you that the sun will shine again. You will soon feel the love and notice the abundance that surrounds you. Sing now, put on some music, or simply sing in the empty of space. So if a lot of you guys are feeling depressed or sad or down, trust that you're on the right path, because you are coming out as this. And for me, Nightingale Spirit kind of means that also, right? It's this energy. So put on a little bit of music, stay positive, stay focused. What the things that are coming to you in regards to love is worth waiting for. So for me, I think that's a great message to have. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.